What is up? Welcome to season number 2 of the AD Ceuta Academy career mode. Last episode, we smash and grab the Copa de España, and we're now in Europe. Somehow in Europe. I don't know what to say. That hinders probably our league form, considering that this team is not ready at all. Bear in mind, we also have a couple players leaving. We still have Borger and Sanchez leaving, so that's our current team. I don't think it's good enough, and we're gonna make it slightly better because we're gonna promote players because we need to. I'm gonna promote not the keeper. Actually, no, I'm gonna promote the keeper, Araujo. I'm gonna promote the right back. I'm also gonna promote Cabrera, and then I might loan out Di Stefano. For the moment, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep these two Ivory Coast players, the striker and the right wing, because I just need to. But I've got to figure out who out of everyone here is going to start in this team. Because I don't have a DM. And I think Araujo might get loaned out. Cabrera might stay for Di Stefano. We don't have the players. This is bad. One of these players has to start. Okay, well, we'll figure that out before the first game of the season. I need to have two starting, at least in the lineup, on that screen. They don't have to start every match because it would kind of be pointless. But yeah, I guess a European campaign awaits for us. But we will start with the first game of the season against Castellon. First league game of the season. It's against, I'd probably say, one of the middle teams in this league, and they play the most English style football, a balanced 4-4-2. For a Spanish side, that's pretty good. We have made choices. We brought in Ndai because we sold Yayo because we needed money, because we found two brilliant Colombian strikers, essentially, which I'm going to show because I could actually promote one of them, but I'm not going to. But here they are here. I probably should have promoted Fernandez, but we're going to see what this Ivory Coast striker can do. Di Stefano has to play. It's the rules that I gave myself for this challenge. Di Stefano just has to play. I mean, hey, it's better than most right backs. At least he kept it low. Yeah, we'll get a seer up here. A repeat meeting. Don't know who Pablo Hernandez is. Oh, I know her. We won the ball. Oh, goodness. I mean, they're passing it around nicely. It's a good ball in. Vallejo. Oh my goodness, Vallejo. Ain't no way you have just allowed him to jump on top of you like that. Yeah, you look to the ground, sir. This is disappointing from a keeper who was being so good. That is poor. That is poor keeping. Oh, that's a great start. Kamara, this team does look quite good. Gonzalez does a job. Out to Salazar. Naguera. Sure. Matos in the advanced position. And we're back level. Thanks to the left back. It's a fantastic run. And that was very much needed because I do think this team keep knocking it around. Matos. Naguera. He hits the post. Asir to whip it back in. Gets tackled by Alcazar. Jimenez. That's a loose pass. Sure picks up. He hits the post. We can't seem to score this second goal. Moissa off to Newcastle. We really should be up in this match now. We should have scored through the last 3 goals. Last 3 chances we should have scored. Naguera. That's another poor pass to the striker. 6 minutes. Let's give the attacks 6 minutes. Richie, 6 minutes. Ndai, 6 minutes. Ndai's already misplaced a pass. Matos, our star man this game. Jacone, the hero for a couple games. Matos, Lack. That is poor. Incredibly poor for the last attack of the game. Incredibly poor for the last attack of the match. Well, from first Spanish League game to first European game against Aston Villa. Well, hey, I'm not gonna sit here and bore you about the team. You should know Aston Villa by now. You've seen it there. The group, like the league phase, looks tough with the amount of good teams in. We're just gonna skim over every team that we have here. We have good old Derry City. We've got Atalanta there. You can see we have Real Madrid in the Super Cup in January. These 2 games obviously being held next episode. We have Villa though against this team. Oh, Kone's tired. Our centre back is tired. I'm gonna play Richie instead of Salazar. I think that's the only change I'm gonna make. I'm gonna give as much time to the youngsters as possible. There are 3 youngsters on the pitch. I'm gonna give them a lot of time. I've already given up on the league campaign. I'm probably gonna give up on the European campaign, depending on what happens this match against Aston Villa. Of all teams, at Villa Park, a second-tier Spanish side, I don't think I would have ever said this would be Season 2. Who is there? Onana. Right, Matos. Good defending. If we can take a 0-0 out of Aston Villa, I would be fantastically happy with this performance. I could not care less. Right, Matos to Naguera. Naguera, I mean, Richie was running, so he had the right to do it, but Richie just stops for no reason. John McGinn, just trying to stop the passing, trying to get to Morgan Rogers, a dangerous player. Matos gets beaten by John McGinn. This is where we open up. And somehow Ollie Watkins has hit the crossbar. Just needs to get the ball forward, hold it up, to let other white shirts come close to him. Asir to Anor, Lack, Richie, to Ilsius, who's far away. It's hit the arm. Oh, it's gonna be Matos, who has the most power, who is actually gonna strike this. And we're gonna try and see if we can score this on the keeper's side. He's going to hit it. Okay, maybe a bit more power and accuracy, maybe not straight at the keeper. But that is half-time. You know what, we'll take it. It's a 0-0. Aston Villa's next match is against Atalanta in the Europa League. For the international break. Mateus Nunes finds John McGinn. Back to Nunes. To Onana. It finds Ollie Watkins. Di Stefano does enough for now. Richie, can we just stop? Di Stefano can intercept, get the ball out to Richie. Maybe Richie can find someone he can't. Richie. Black. To Shore. Low driven. On a shock. At Villa Park for the moment. Benicio Shore with the first goal. Probably in this club's history. In Europe. And he beats the Argentine. And the young... well, I don't know who he actually is. But our CDM does enough. Now we have a chance. With Shore. Back to Njai. Our young Ivory Coast striker. And it's somehow 3 points against Aston Villa. The second tier Spanish side. The miracle run of the Copa de España. And they're producing an absolute uproar in the Europa League match day 1 against a really, really strong team in Aston Villa. And Unai Emery can't quite believe what he's seeing. The second tier, when it comes to not being a part of league matches, can show a lot of courage and fight. And we've surprised we've surprised the people in this competition. We ain't just a pushover team, we are here to fight. 19th place versus bottom of the league. And yeah, that's really all you gotta say. They've won the last game. I think they lost the last 4. They play a 4-2-3-1. We're dead last, and we have a horrendous record this season. Like I said, I'm not surprised we're in this situation. I felt like we were when we lost so many good players compared to last season. We're replacing them with youth. We're looking for the youth to grow. In fact, we have a Real Madrid Copa de España game. I'm not even going to worry about that. My main focus is now using the players that we found over this season that are now 16 and older, get them out on loan to get ready for next season. We were able to do that with Fernandez. We've changed the system to try and give us the best chance with the players that we have. Obviously, we brought in Cabrera. In Dies there, we got Noguera. We have Richie, who now can't really play anywhere. He can technically play on the wing. He's actually predicted to be a good winger, so we can play him there. We're just gonna head into this game. It's not been the greatest of performances this season, so we're just hoping that we can do something in this match, give some of our fans to cheer about this season. They knew the ideas I was bringing in were going to be different. We're going to focus on bringing in players from academy, players with potential. From what I know, the keeper and Fernandez, that Colombian striker we sent out on loan on transfer deadline day, I don't know if he has progressed well enough for us to kind of be like, oh, he is a star. But we do have a lot of players in his place. We do have a fellow Colombian in his place, I should say. That is poor. That is a foul, though. Did you see who United signed? Yes, I did. I seen that when the news first broke. I seen that we have got Yuri Tillemans for 35 million quid. As we whip the ball in here, Lack gets ahead to it, can't do anything. The centre backs compared to DMs we have. That's a good pass from Matos Noguera. Lack, straight at the keeper. But it is better. We just need to score. Once we score, I feel like we'll be fine. Maybe a 5 at the back doesn't really work with this system. I might switch back to the 4 at the back after this game, because nothing has really changed. It's just a question of, I think I might put Richie in to start and rather sacrifice the DM. Sacrifice the cam slot rather than the centre back slot might be better for us in the long run. Like Gonzalez, you can't do anything there. Jesus. Done nothing. I'll go more focusing on attack. Good. Anwar. Why? Why? Oh, Richie, you almost got there. That's a good switch. No one's there. We're getting opened up here. What are we doing? Where's a Norgon? At least Vallejo knows how to save a ball for once this season. Matos waits for Ilcius to find the space to Lack. All Real Sociedad B team wants to do is just pass it round the back and wait for us to tire out, which has worked. Oh, Gonzalez, what have you done? We can only pass it back. We don't have the space. It's found. Ilcius. Kone gets out-muscled. And the mistake from Gonzalez has costed us a chance at points, which are coming harder and harder to come by. This is becoming a quite desperate season with no solution. I guess just loaning out youth players is all we can do now. Well, in terms of shocking events, we beat Real Madrid and drew the Las Palmas with the back to original formation. Putting Richie in at the cam probably seemed to actually work. We knocked out Real Madrid in the round of 32. Obviously, we have Real Madrid in the next 2 matches again in the Super Cup, which we don't really need to care about. League doesn't really matter. Europa League, I don't think really matters now as well. This season has pretty much been run off, probably from the very start. If we can see here our position, we are 31st in the table. We are probably about where I expected to be brutally honest with this team. When we have a look at the academy, you can see we've maxed out on the academy. We've got 16 players. We have 7 attackers. That will get reduced really soon. In fact, we could probably be reduced soon. Probably now. We can start doing performance on Jimenez. In fact, Cambrare, welcome to the first team. You're really good, and I feel like getting you loaned out now is probably our only best bet. And you staying pretty good. But Kruger, welcome to the first team. Amani, you will join too. Cuevas, you will join too. And we might as well do these 3 these 3 defenders as well. we will just promote all these players, folks. I'm doing it now just so you can see. If we also go to Lewis overall, so loan, 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 loan. Mike Cabrera, no, it was him, and you all need to be out on loan. All the players we've just promoted out on loan. You can see for that the other guy, the other Colombian striker, really isn't improving a half a season. But that is all we're doing. Hopefully in January we get them all out to get them hopefully an increase in rating by a decent amount. And yeah, next episode is pretty much how quickly can the season end without us having more wounds in our already battered and bruised body. But until then, I guess it is hoping for youth growth at this stage. I will see you next time. Peace.